Huzzah!
There you go, you're back.
And you guys can hear me. It doesn't cut out or anything.
Yes, we can hear you clearly.
Oh, this game runs. Options. Windows full screen. Changes. There we go. Okay. All right, I am in. All right, is it S for social? Yes. All right, I'll start inviting everyone.
All right. And once we're all in a party,
I'm actually not friends with Ethan. So let's fix that.
Wow, I see how it is. We're just not friends anymore. How could you?
oh, who said anything about anymore?
Lies. It's all been lies.
No, worse, statistics.
Oh, there we go.
Just another number.
All right, let me actually friend you up. Get this out of the way. Add his friend. There we go. All right, so oh no. What's the map button again?
You.
You, thank you. Each game with their own. Okay. Looks like I gotta take
didn't even have to
Helena
look
to
that one
my
up this time.
hideout. Guess I hit waypoint for that.
Yeah, if you go to your waypoint, you should be able to go to your hideout from there.
Okay, it's there we go.
All right.
All right. Anyways,
There we go.
it looks like we have. Looks like we have all of our current quests completed, so I think we just.
All right, so I have the
Choose one
Lord's
to go.
Labyrinth, the Root of the Problem, Sharp and Cruel, and Safe and Sound. Oh, we're at this. That looks out. Safe and Sound's a hideout mission. Requiring me to craft
Why
something.
do I not have the root of the problem on mine?
Mine doesn't. I think you might not have talked it because it's a to be determined and like to be later.
Yep, I forgot.
So pretty much what we actually have to do is go to Western Forest and get the big spike.
And oh, that was an unpleasant.
All right, now I use.
Latency spike. The heck?
Oh, I see. So I put something in. When I craft, does it have to be bear? Like a bear armor or something?
And what?
When I craft.
In the bench, it doesn't have to. It just has to have an open slot. Open space.
Okay. I see.
If it's blue, it needs to have only one effect. If it's yellow, it has to have at least 1 out of 4 open.
Here we go. I'm gonna use these suffixes. Sure, give me intellect. Thank you.
I could hardly hope for better.
Okay. You. All right, I'm done with hideout mission, so I'm back to forest encampment. Oh yeah, so the only one I have here is the sharp and cruel. You not have that, David?
He does.
Okay.
Although I think that David might have gotten.
Right. No, I do. I just need to talk to some people.
Okay.
I'm going to restart the game, yeah. The latency is redonkulous.
It might also be because you're connected to California.
Hmm. Should we just join you?
Why am I connected to California?
Because I think because I'm on the west
Corey's,
coast. I'm on the west coast.
Corey.
But I'll join you. That's fine.
I mean, we can continue trying with your party. It's just,
It's whoever.
Yeah, okay,
goes into
it was-
the area first.
but yes. So Justin, it was far worse than just like a half-second delay or anything. It was
Oh.
things would update once every 10 seconds.
Oh my. That's like someone your ISP itself having issues. Or
Exactly. Anyways, so it looks like we need to head to the Western Forest and find the Weaver's Chambers.
Does any of you guys have the Western Forest waypoint?
I do.
Okay.
I thought we all do.
I don't. I'll make my way there and. Are you? Hey, we're leaving now, Ethan. We're going to the Western Forest. Have you cut you and make sure you only have?
There it is.
Rest in peace, Corey. He has the left.
Oh. Failed to connect to instance. Huh.
Do I need to leave as well?
No. It kicked me. He'll.
Whoa!
Can you guys hear
Game
me?
crashed.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. The game crashed on you too?
Yeah.
Game crashed on us.
Now that might explain why why there wasn't much population in town.
Is the California servers broken?
Well, this one is Texas because I went here first.
Well, boys.
Well, I'm not. Maybe David,
Well,
you might have to make your instance yourself.
I left, come back, try connecting to you guys, and I got disconnected whenever I try leaving town.
Well, yeah, that's because it's connected to the Texas room, and then maybe the Texas room also has issues.
All
Can you
right,
make
well,
a new instance for the
Yep,
Western
I
Forest.
forget. Is it alt click to do that?
Control click on the.
Thank you.
So you guys are in, right? It's just us having issues.
He was able to join me, but we're seeing if we can join his.
Though it is worth noting that whatever issues I was having them in town, and so the instance might not matter all that much.
Because for me, I keep getting DC'd every time I leave town.
Okay, so I've started a new game. Well, a new instance. So
So just join whatever, Ethan. We're joining. We're just going to join him. And join
Which
his
one are
instance.
we,
Pick the closest one. It doesn't matter.
Just click the
Texas?
swirly on us. We're both in David's instance now.
Yeah. So you just click any of those, and then once you're in,
Oh,
you click
okay.
David's portal.
I don't think David's portal. though,
well,
because
I think he means the portal symbol by my portrait.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Clicking.
which one would that be?
He's audience
Yeah.
ocelot. I'm in.
Okay, so California and Texas is cursed right now, so we're going to Canada.
Ah, yes, the land syrup.
A freedom.
And a syrup. Yeah. Yeah. Syrup. Yeah.
Syrup Mafia.
Meese.
I'm Syrup Mafia.
Yeah. Syrup, Meese, and euthanasia.
One life tap alone.
I'm experiencing some pretty gnarly. Okay. Not bad now. Yep. We're just going to get ping spikes.
Ideal.
Oh, Ethan ping. So none of us do strength, right? None of us have red builds.
I believe I'm dex based.
Okay.
I am based on something and I'm not certain. Life. I need life. That's what I build.
Why can I do this? Why is Herald?
Why can you do what?
Why is Herald of Purity not working? It's not a one-time casket. Oh, I don't have it equipped. Huh. Huh. So, any of you guys use rapiers?
No,
No.
I'm pure bow at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, they're both bow at this. They should be both using bows at this point, I think,
Okay.
or very soon. And I use scepters or wands for
Use scepters.
elemental
Yeah,
creatures.
I'm using the bows a lot.
I just keep seeing 3-slot stuff, and so that are white, which means that they can be thrown with something thrown on them.
You shouldn't be seeing whites right now.
I see whites only when they're 3-socketed. 3-socketed.
I don't even think then. But maybe.
Oh, item filters almost always continue showing you whites that are good crafting bases.
Yeah, that's fair.
The All Flame Ember of Untainted Chimera. Huh.
Yeah, incidentally, as far as I can tell, white items are never account bound, so all of us do have access to those without having to pick them up first.
Well, we got here a little later. How's everyone's energy level?
Pretty good, though I'm starting to notice that a little later is becoming the norm.
Well, I mean, we started It is what it is. It's just that time of life. I want to be 7:30, but there's a But anyway, so my question is, do you guys want to do it like at 10 or do Eucharist and reading?
Yeah, that works.
How's your energy level, Ethan?
I mean, I don't want to be up too late. David and I are fishing.
Would 10 be doing Eucharist and reading at 10? Would that be too late?
Might be.
So we'll just keep at the regular time,
Just-
9:30. That. Does that work for you?
Yeah, that should be.
Okay.
So
You're talking and I can't. I don't hear you.
I don't talk very loud.
Okay. I mean, if you put it up next to your mouth and then bring that bar more closer to the gauge, you should be fine.
3-slot wand.
Ooh.
Ooh, it's minion.
Ooh.
Oh, thank you. I think I could dual wands, right?
Yep.
Oh,
2 wands or a wand and a shield.
hubba hubba.
What is it we're looking for in here?
We're trying to find the
Uh,
boss because it's going to have a quest-related weapon, Mar-a-Lago's spike, which we can then use to advance to another quest.
Destroy some thorns, which thorns are usually a common problem in RPGs. I'm seeing Dark Souls, not Dark Souls, Elden Ring, and now I guess in Path of
Oh,
Exile.
you don't have the right. All right. Well, here's the Weaver's Nest. I believe this is where the fight
Oh,
is.
hold on.
I thought you.
I gotta get over
I
there.
thought you had to deal with you deal with the thorn by burning the tree.
Yes.
Okay. I thought you said like there's something else. Oh, you don't have. I thought you were like correcting me or something.
No, it's just a running joke that anytime you try to go anywhere in Elden Ring, you run to some door that says something along the lines of "You don't have the right to be here."
Oh,
Oh, you don't have the right. Oh, you don't.
I
Have the
see. That's hilarious. Okay. Get rid of these.
And there's Mar-a-Lago's spike. Okay. So we just bounce to town from here, do some talky word things. Accept a reward.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Skills. Acts. We're in Act 2 now.
As we go to the wetlands.
Yeah, just looking at spells. Alright, melee. Support, cruelty support, elemental focus, concentrated, faster casting. Yeah, I don't think any of these. Yeah, I don't think any of these go with.
Yeah, admittedly, the gem rewards from quests aren't usually the most important because there's going to be a merchant nearby who sells those anyways.
Piety would have concurred. Keep
Oh
the
boy,
light
everything
alive.
of adding a whole bunch of miscellaneous elements to attacks, which includes fire, which means it's not going to do me a ton of good.
Fire?
It is specifically to attack, so I don't think it'll work well with Justin's character.
No.
But
But since it's fire damage to attacks, it also go well with your or
B, but yeah. I suppose it won't hurt in the
If you're
short term,
sleeping.
though.
All right.
I don't even know. I probably shouldn't be in wetlands instance.
Absolution.
Hold on.
There's absolution. There's absolution.
It's the one where you hit him with a spell and then the spell summons a minion that hits him with a spell again.
All right. So by looking at this, am I sharing my screen? Oh no, I'm not. Do that. So by looking at this, make sure I get this right. So this is supposed to be my main, or this is supposed to be my main. Is it more of a yes? I could have whichever one I want as my main.
But they're variants.
Okay.
The 16s is 2 blues, 1 red.
I see.
That's 2 reds, 1 blue.
So this is dependent on how my items are looking, kind of thing.
I do believe so.
So it looks like absolution isn't always red. So I gotta always, I see, you gotta always have a red. So I always have clarity. Okay, and then I look. So it's telling me I should have raised minion.
Those are for utility minions. Yeah, zombies just make sure things die.
Well, admittedly, the zombies are probably there mostly to, yeah, sponge attacks, and the minion damage is there to just make them do something.
Yeah.
Hey, do I have zombies? Let's look.
Because, yeah, zombies that keep the enemy killing them instead of you. Help.
Alright, yeah.
Okay, I do not want to level up clarity because that further increases
Does
its...
anyone have zombies that I can ask for?
Let me check.
And was it a minion? Do I have? Let me look here. Oh, I do have minion damage support, but right now that's on.
Not on me. However, I can bounce to my hideout real fast and grab you some zombies.
Yeah, I need zombies. It looks like zombies and minion damage.
All right. Let's see. 1 raised zombie. And...
Oh, I see. I gotta choose one. I have both Frost Blink and Flame Dash. Okay. So zombies are there, just more not be focused kind of thing. And
that's my belief, at least.
okay.
Because, well, what is your build supposed to be?
It's all around absolution. It looks like.
All right.
Which
And
is summon.
Oh, well, I mean,
Just
if
like
you're a
a
summon
big
build
summon.
anyways, then zombies are going to accomplish something. So,
Oh, I see it. So this is just for Act 2. Things change. It looks like by Act 3, Herald
You might
of
also
Purity.
it might also be implying that you have 2 main damage skills. Because both ones can be 3 linked.
You?
We're not gonna focus too hard on that since we still have to get that stuff for it in the first place.
indeed. Not currently in a place where we really need to min-max, partially because we're running as a group to run things over.
You're right. My brain always wants to min-max.
Oh, I completely understand. This game encourages that. But
True, and we're in a group.
at this stage of things, it's not super necessary.
Yeah, that's true. We could just focus on going.
Yep.
All right. All right. Where
Okay,
next?
so it looks like we're heading to the wetlands,
Yep.
if I understand correctly.
To the wetlands.
Alright, and we're going to be going northwest. Oh, or we
Oh.
have the roads that are right here.
Did I hear northwest?
Mostly just west.
Ah.
Okay. Why is it has max of 3 zombies, but I only see 2?
Because you need to finish summoning.
I'm clicking.
It also is based on the level of the skill, how many it summons to.
But it says maximum 3.
You need a corpse to summon a zombie, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that would do it.
There we go.
They don't form out of the ether. They are, in fact, zombies.
Classic toxic rain. You wanted to see the floor, instead you just see green.
Hmm.
Don't worry, I won't be doing this to you guys very long.
It's just a
It's a-
stopgap.
Yep.
It's
But
very
Joyce have
purple.
more damage.
Hmm?
Ooh,
Sorry.
a door. I'm gonna open the door. I can see enemies behind it. They must die.
Understandable.
Oh hey, I get to level up my vitality gem. More healing.
Oh, I have a point.
Okay. Yes.
I just find it funny because of the dichotomy of seeing both of us run around as people that played this game substantially.
I guess our very kill it move on mindset. Though admittedly, part of that's just because since I'm playing a turret build, yeah,
You
against
have to.
against minor groups, it's mostly just slap down turrets and then get out of the way.
Yeah. I can't wait until Explosive Arrow is actually about for both of you and like all of our builds start actually using the skill it's supposed to.
So with Explosive Arrow, does it run into issues where it takes a while to kill packs just because it needs to build up to the explosion?
Not so much in that way. It's it'll be like a half a second wait in the first place. You'll end up for the longest while you'll end up having it shotgunned before it starts doing the big stack stuff.
Ah, alright.
Like with greater multiple projectiles,
Oh.
even though it does less damage.
I was not expecting a corruption altar here. Okay, so if I recall correctly, the corruption altar.
So there's a 3 slot, by the way, it's 3 slot green white bow right here.
Ah,
And a
yep.
3 slot blue. I mean 3 slot green vest. White vest right there.
Aw. If it was a bow, that would have been great.
There's also the bow
Totally.
over here.
Dare roll the dice on this corruption altar.
Oh, it's a slow firing bow. That.
So doing corruption. This is a thing like kind of like do things really fast.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, if you click on the altar, it doesn't do anything instantly. It'll just bring up a UI.
Corrupt an item, modify it unpredictably. Oh.
Could make your item better, could make your item worse.
I see. It even does with legendaries?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, a well-corrupted legendary can be some of the most valuable stuff in the game. Though, of course, that's
Or it could
well-corrupted.
So Corey, you use the thing on it.
Ah,
And you're going to need to unequip the wand first.
I see.
And probably take out the stuff in it.
Basically, it just needs to be in a state where...
Rest
Oh.
in peace.
Oh
It
man.
bricked it. It no longer has its special effects.
Oh,
Wait, it's not even a legendary anymore? Oh,
Nope,
wow.
it turned it into a rare.
Yep, that was a bricking.
that hurts. Can we all do it?
At least it gives
Or is
you.
one
It has a
person per
lot of
party?
stats. Probably not as good as it was, but
Oh, yep, we each get to do it.
That's cool. Hey,
Oh,
Ethan.
you?
I don't...
I get to
don't-
brick something. Woo.
I don't think I'm willing to gamble my quill rain, though.
Yeah, I don't know about that one either. I think mine just did nothing. I might have just re-rolled the numerical values on what I corrupted. So
Sure, I've got this weird coral amulet that... Damn. Okay. What changed? Huh.
sometimes it just doesn't change any.
Well, okay.
It's nice that we all can. It gives us all. We don't have to like play
Yep.
who gets to it first game or.
Oh, Ethan's doing it.
Should I throw the this recurve bow in there? Not the one I'm using. This one.
Maybe the quiver, if nothing. You might have to.
Well, I haven't identified.
I think it has to be something I did.
I can drop you an ID to scroll right now. Scroll wisdom. There you go. I threw a scroll wisdom down on the floor for you, Ethan.
You, my good sir. How do you compares it?
You can try corrupting that quiver. Yeah, that yellow one.
Hopefully never. Tragically, all flame members become unusable if the level difference is too great between
You press the thing from the center of the altar onto it.
Right.
I think it just re-rolled the implicit and gave you more life per hit.
Okay. Out.
It's 6 instead of 4.
Oh,
before you go through. Ah, excellent.
Also, did we ever give Ethan the item filter thing?
yes.
Okay.
Okay, where are we going?
Well, we just accidentally unleashed darkness in the world.
So, who got the All Flame member?
I do.
Alright, so you're going to want to click on this symbol that's over the door of the Northern Forest.
Okay.
Are there any yellow modifiers on the creatures in the next area?
You can look at my screen, but all three have yellow modifiers.
Oh, nice. In that case, Okay.
Can I throw this as all flame ember?
Yep. So. Yeah, the upgrade to magic is probably the one we wanted on.
Okay. Now we hit enter.
Yep. And so those spiders have been replaced with a different enemy type that will be given shinies.
Okay. So I guess we're just gotta wait for the rest of the peeps.
Yep.
Do I have to click the ancient seal?
Yep.
Yes.
There's no way to avoid being a bad boy here. It's the only way to progress. You must hold. You must embrace the idiot ball.
So we need to go back to town, right? Does it break if we go back to town?
No.
If the instance resets, we will lose those modifiers.
There is a waypoint over here also.
How long does it take to reset?
I think. 5 minutes of inactivity within the instance.
Oh, I mean, we'll be in and out. We just gotta turn in our quest.
Ooh, a waypoint.
Oh, who?
Oh,
I might have accidentally pressed the.
I actually, it was me. I clicked the thing.
Right. Watch the floor.
The floor hurt us.
Yeah, there's like boiling circles of blood that are going to try to do terrible things. Well, it looks like the event's over.
Oh.
Okay, so there are going to be several rituals on the map. Each one you do will get you more tribute, and will also unlock additional items.
Okay, so
This roster of items will be available until the map resets.
we could pick whatever we want out of it.
Yeah, or we can put it off. Yes.
So we'll just wait until we done all.
That being
Done
said,
all.
I do believe we share tribute.
Okay.
But yes, yeah, it's generally best to just wait until you've got all the tributes figured out.
So there's usually 3, you say?
Yes. In fact, do you see the skull over a ritual circle that's right beside your skills?
Yeah. Okay.
By the way, somebody got a fancy jade amulet.
Yep.
Oh,
and
fancy jade amulet. That's useful for one of you.
It's dex base.
Oh, yeah.
Everything okay?
That's a really good your early game. Yeah, amulet. Just increase projectile speed, increase move speed, increase projectile damage. Nice. Anyways, we go to town, get yelled at by a bunch of people.
Alright, so we're hitting the waypoint, go back to town and get yelled at? Okay.
Yep.
How could you do that thing?
Pretty much none of them actually have to be talked to, but because at this point it's just keep going forward.
Nothing like this.
We're getting yelled at in town.
We touched a scary orb that made everything dark.
Yep.
Cool. Sounds like classic retail.
There's one bright spot in this
And then once you're done getting yelled at, return to the northern forest.
and you can undo it. I know it. Farewell.
There we go. Now we go back. Now we go back and banish the darkness.
For all of us, keep your wits
So now we gotta find the ancient pyramid. Okay. Going back. Alright, I'm at the northern forest.
Right. But yeah. Our objective at this point is mostly just moving forward.
Okay.
However, that all flame does mean that we have enemies that will do this.
Also, a blink arrow dropped on the floor for someone. It is
Oh.
superior.
Which means better cooldown. Nice. Okay, where is my book?
Oh, I see. Here's a superior Quicksilver flask. I think mine's better. Yeah.
Oh, there's a nice quiver for one of you explosive arrow users.
And there's a spell called Superior Barrage. I see. So we dump these embers when we start when we go into a new instance.
Yep. Yeah.
So
Just yeah. So different embers are good for different things. So like if you got the Ember of Rats, for example, I don't know what ember you actually got. Yeah, it's because it sounds like you got another one.
mhm.
Yeah, an Ember of Rats would be used if something has an annoying modifier because rats are harmless, but they're worth basically no XP or loot. So it's mostly just saying that I don't want to deal with this. Go away.
Okay.
Um,
Can we put all the embers on one person so they can make that call? Probably you, David, since... Or you or Justin.
I guess.
Alright, I'm dropping mine. Let one of
Alright.
you guys deal with it. Just so that we can all have it on one person. And they can... really put the pain.
Well, this should. I forget what level are we right now? I can't really check in this menu.
25, 26.
Okay. Ah, but that would be a terrible synergy. Okay. I have made my choice.
I have spoken.
He hath spoken.
He hath spoken.
Hey, how do you ping
Barely.
the map? I found a pretty interesting place with lots of.
Oh, right. We still have more of those ritual altars to do.
Oh, good job for reminding us. Alright, David, there's
Okay,
all flame.
more brawling gym.
So pretty much we follow this Tormentor Blasphemer and he just summons things, it looks like.
The ghosts more like enhanced enemies when they run into them, less summoning them.
There's that Essence Drain spell.
Love when the ritual altar has a beating heart in it.
Not
Definitely not.
not a terrible thing at all.
Definitely.
Anyways, you get weapons free. You have infinite mana,
Huh.
at least for a little bit. Into Sofa.
Man, the game keeps on getting quiet, like it's like I'm about to die, but I'm nowhere near death.
Some of the enemies that also do that, like volume thing when they die.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes. I think it's mostly the gemling things might be doing that.
Ding.
Yeah, Rogue Exiles tend to do it too.
Those two,
Hey,
I haven't.
Someone got an
tried
Iron
those
Circuit.
Ooh, yummy. Is Jess and I both intellect base?
I
Think
don't
so?
even think I am.
Huh?
The Justin and I. Are you Justin? I didn't even know what's going on at this point.
It's we were just attacking one thing that wasn't dying.
There's that sound again.
Yeah, that's
That's-
definitely.
I just like that.
dying.
Had no attribute requirements. Increases in reduction to light rays also apply to area effects at 50% of their value. Increase in reduction in light rays also apply to damage. 20% increased light radius. Deal no chaos damage. This is a interesting helmet. Look at this, guys.
Well, that I have been a silly Billy.
Have you guys seen this legendary helmet before? It is really interesting.
23%
have.
more damage
I
or
haven't.
increased damage. I'd be very about that in game.
I'm actually going to shove my face into the other map just to make sure it doesn't reset because we got a pretty nice modifier for that one.
Okay.
Ooh, a fancy thing in the alt, the ritual. Fancy thing for this early use.
What's the fancy thing?
A chaos orb. Well, fancy if we were doing trade that is.
Oh,
Because the first chaos did like double 3 or act 2.
Do you know which skill point things I need to do next?
Let me take a look at your screen.
I've got like 5.
Okay, based on your map, it looks like you want to you pick up. Gosh, I wish I could ping on your screen. The circle that is right above elemental equilibrium. You're going to want to go on the right hand side of that loop.
I
Loop with
see.
the
Tell me when to stop going right.
Okay, so you want Avatar of the Hunt. Avatar of the Hunt is directly above elemental equilibrium. Elemental equilibrium is the big circle that you have. Oh, the big node. So okay.
can't even see where your mouse is.
Sorry, I cannot see your mouse.
Mouse
Yeah, so
right here.
as in
I
the
don't know
mouse,
where
the
here
mouse
is.
not visible. I can see when pop-ups happen, but not the mouse itself.
Okay.
Okay, so from where you currently are, travel right 2 nodes.
And up.
Northeast 1 node. Take that node, then go east. Doesn't look
you
like
need
you.
to click it.
Okay.
I might as well take it. I'll just
Take that node, continue down the path until you reach Avatar of the Hunt.
Ah.
Alright, and since you have 1 point left, head back to the crossroad. Now head northwest and select the node over.
This one.
Yep. Alright.
Do some.
All right. So, I took the kiosk already. You said it was good.
I know I was saying it's good if you do trade, but
So
Yeah, I mean,
it's valuable.
I want to hold on to it for later when we ever want to trade.
Fair enough.
Is there anything else? I don't think any of these we want for our builds, for our equipment. Also, like, give us a few levels. All these will be obsolete. So, what other resources should we grab? Is there any other?
I mean, if nothing else seems particularly important, how about that thing that gives you a 5-minute buff when you level?
Huh?
that one.
This one?
Unfortunately, we don't
Grabbing
have
the
it
Chaos
now.
Orb, I think, push it beyond that.
In that case, glass blower orbs are nice. Glass blowers baubles.
Okay, let's grab that then. All right, cool. Let's get out of here.
Oh, I have one of these things. Sure.
I'm sorry, I need you to repeat that. The call was choppy.
I have a thing. I don't know what it is.
Alright, switching screen.
Untainted is kind
Oh!
of.
Nice. Okay, so as we were discussing earlier, all flame embers are part of the season gimmick. Yeah, you're going to want to pick that up.
Okay.
Okay, so
I have no idea how
so hover over it. And so pack monsters reward greatly increased XP, but drop no items. All right, so all flame embers. When you're about to enter a new map, you know that big old circle that's been appearing over all the doors? If you click on that, it will bring up a list of monsters that will be in the next area, and a list of modifiers that are being applied to those monsters. You can reshuffle the modifiers to apply to different types of monsters if you so wish, but also you can apply all flame embers to replace a monster type with another. So, for example, if there were, say, flaming skeletal archers and zombies in a map, you could just replace the flaming skeletal archers with those untainted chimeras, which are a different type of enemy, and they have that listed effect. In this case, granting lots and lots of XP, but no item drops. Ideally, you would want to use the chimeras on something that has a pre-existing experience increasing modifier, because stack multiplicative XP on multiplicative XP, and spicy results should result.
Spicy results to results.
Yes.
You both are going past.
Yes, we're going.
You guys could portal to us since we did
thank
find
you.
the way forward.
I was just waiting again, distracted. All right. Oh wait, cancel.
Actually, the Dread Thicket is, I think, the one we don't want.
Oh.
Yeah, we're going the wrong way.
Oh. Huh.
But you use resources for this area, right?
A little bit, yeah.
So
That being said, I believe there is something to be done here regardless.
I think that thing only pops up in like Act 7, Act 6.
Oh. Well, my bad then.
No worries.
hey, my guy just looks cool with the Herald of Purity. Oof. This is a spicy match.
Yeah, we got more altars to do.
But
Right, not much point to looking at tributes yet.
oh gosh, whatever we're fighting almost killed me.
It killed Ethan even.
For my deal, that.
Does anyone have a turns and item stronger 30 thingy?
Huh?
Like one of those, like it'll make an item just like you take a white and make it better.
Not,
I think we
I
have.
don't know if I do.
not on me, but I can go grab one. You found a good white?
Yep.
Alright. I'll grab you an Orb of Alchemy real quick then.
Oh, I don't need an Orb of Alchemy. I was just talking about one of those random. I could save it until you find a blue, like one of those little
Okay.
level slots. That's all I was asking for.
I have 45 Orbs of Alchemy, I'm not worried.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
it'll
wish I
be
did, but
more
I used
useful
them all.
this way.
I used all mine way back when.
Fair enough.
I have one orb of alchemy. Except for the rainy day.
Here you go.
I
Right
run
next to
out
me.
of orbs of binding and all that for my
Long
map.
staff, 3 whites. Oh, you just got me do it. Cool. Cool.
Are you gonna end up using it?
I'm looking. Yeah, the alchemy did not help. Just numbers wise, just are not better. Thank you, David, for doing that. But next time we don't have to. Just
Such the nature of crafting of this game. It's a roll of the dice.
Just roll the dice, unless if you know exactly how to roll the dice and the one precise way to make sure eventually you'll get what.
Alright,
Even
let's do
then,
this.
eventually is the key word.
Looking at these guys, and they are looking like they resisted the lightning. Or is that physical? I can't. No, they resisted the physical. Oh gosh. So do you have to stay in the circle?
I believe so.
Okay.
It doesn't let you out in general.
I see.
Okay, and we've got one more ritual to go.
Yeah, I was talking about the. It's in here when you pick it up, but the muttering essence of woe. I was seeing if anyone we had any more of those essence on our team. All right, Ethan, we're not picking up anything until we open up all three.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking.
Oh, okay.
You can see what's available on the bottom
Okay.
right. You can't actually purchase from there, but you get to see what's there.
Okay.
Also, someone almost died.
That was me. And these things hurt. Oh, I'm dead. I'll wait until.
Did someone just hit a rampage? Don't worry about it. Resurrect their checkpoint so that way you can still gain the XP for the things dying for it.
Okay. Oh. Hello. I did a lag teleportation.
I think it pulls you in if you're close to the. If you're out of it, but
Okay.
you're still close.
Actually, no, you could leave if you wanted to. Okay, so an omen of refreshment is a panic button, or a binding. Grades a normal to a rare with guarantee. Someone should take that orb of binding. That is ridiculously good at this stage of the game. You find it. You find a white chest piece with good. Just like armor, evasion, mana shield, whatever the core stats you're looking for are.
Mm-hmm.
You bind that sucker up, instant 4-link.
That's delightful.
Yeah.
You go ahead, Ethan. I've been
What am I picking up?
The orb of binding.
on the top
Yeah,
left.
it will give you a pretty much a guaranteed top left of the favors.
He's not anywhere near it. There. That thing.
Ah.
Yep.
Incredibly good at this stage of the game.
It says only the instance owner can purchase favors.
Oh.
I
Huh.
ca- oh.
Alright.
It won't let me purchase favors that time. Huh.
Anyways, that kind of was the entire budget. So anyways, Beaver catch.
Okay. So on the
Cool.
map, the triangle, is that telling us that's where a spell is?
That is the gem that is on the floor.
Okay.
This is why you want to take this diversion at this stage of the game. It
Oh, yeah.
unlocks one of the hideouts.
Oh, nice. I was like, that looks like a hideout icon.
Lush hideout. So someone else is going to want to enter the hideout. If I go into it, I don't know if it would properly start up the whole clearing out the hideout instance.
All right, I'm in.
Since I already have one.
Yeah, it wouldn't for me either if it didn't for him. since I
Anybody
have-
pick up this orb of augmentation?
Pick it up. We're not. I mean, it looks like we are together.
I don't think I can pick it up.
I can't
Okay.
either, so.
We could get back out and pick it up after.
Yeah, right now we're wanting to clean out the Lush hideout.
Which is a way to like make so you could tell what's friend and foe.
I mean, if you have health bars on them.
Maybe I
One
should
friend
bring
is-
down. Is there a way to bring down effects? I think maybe health bars. I'll do it. UI.
The red health bar is enemy, the green is friendly. That is how I go.
Ooh. There we go. We'll do that. Oh. Yes. Makes a big difference.
Yeah, I hadn't thought to flick the mark for health bars above allies, but yeah.
It might,
I'll do both.
it's either you do allies or enemies or both.
All right.
Probably one of the two. Instead of
So,
both is probably more.
did you guys get a pop-up saying that you've unlocked the hideout?
Yeah, it says it
Mm.
unlocked for Ethan.
Well, yeah.
He needs to talk to Helena to claim it.
Oh. Hideout unlocked.
So, Helena wants to talk to you.
Okay. Oh, I may have already actually have it unlocked.
You
Well,
need
it
to
says
click the
create
right
hideout.
Yep.
Good.
All right. Congratulations. You now have a new hideout.
You now have your own home away from home.
My own little hidey.
Yeah, a hidey hole all your own to go to after you've committed yet more murder.
Yes.
To escape the consequences of your actions.
I need a hidey hole. I'll go through a inventory cleanse.
Alright, in that case, since I really don't need inventory cleanse, I'll get back to the entrance of the Northern Forest.
I am no beast of burden.
Ah, looks like Justin had the same idea and is ahead of me. Wow, you're going fast. Oh, right, drugs. Yeah, drugs help.
Oh, I should probably.
Alright. Did you already enter the caverns?
No, I just made the portal right outside of it in
Oh,
case
okay.
What?
modifications.
Yep, that was the idea. Alright,
What do you want?
let's see. Nah, we can have better. Oh, B-Bud, if you want to warp to me, yeah, you can take a look at what options you've got at the caverns. See if there's anything worth applying your all flame to.
Yeah, I don't do too many area effects.
I'm Ordnance Ocelot.
Right?
That helmet is both damage and AoE.
That
Actually, hold on.
warp didn't work. Alright, I'm just gonna open a portal and just so you can go to town and take that since
Does damage
Yeah,
also affect
sure.
summons?
I believe if it's global damage, yes. And if it just says damage, probably not. Minions are weird.
Yeah, so this helmet, do you want it, Justin?
Okay. And yeah, just take the portal to the Northern Forest. Once you have your all flame.
Here you go,
Oh,
Justin.
thank
Oh,
you.
I can
Here
do
you go,
it
Justin.
first.
Oh, you said no thank you? Okay. So no one wants his helmet?
No thanks. At least right now, I'm actually using something that does chaos damage.
Okay.
So
Put in my stash. Just know that I have that helmet for. To be there.
yeah.
And my helmet is very important for me to be able to live in the prison.
All right. To think of Ethan, we should. We have like 6 minutes. Do you think we should clear this area, clear the next area out, and then call it?
I mean, we're moving pretty quick. I might be able to.
All right. So after we clear the next area, let's call it.
So we just go with because Corey's entered the caverns. I thought. No.
Oh, it's the caverns that we need to go to. Oh yeah, of course. Our brain was thinking that it was it was actually to the left in the caverns.
Okay.
All right, we all here? All right, cool. Go. So things have. Ethan, when do you plan on being done fishing tomorrow?
Well, I think we're going pretty early in the morning. This is probably.
There's a modifier in the ground, David.
Why do you ask?
I think
Well-
all of us picked this up.
Oh, all of us pick up the modifier?
Okay, so yeah, that was a corpse, which is kind of the other half of the game. You know, where that's part of a crafting system that.
Okay. So, I'm wondering tomorrow if you guys would like to. What's you guys' plans for tomorrow? Because about around 3 or 4, I should be here and I might be able to.
Well, I have D&D at 6:30 your guys' time, but
Not be calling it close. And are you still occupied on Sundays?
yeah.
Do you have D&D both Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah, you get 2 different friend groups. It's a good way to keep in touch.
I see. Cool. Okay, I'm just.
There's a waypoint up here.
Oh, should I click that waypoint?
Well, doesn't appear to be a scepter for me, but there's an Axiom Perpetuum. It's
Ooh.
pretty neat.
That's
I
a fun
see
looking
that.
scepter. So when it adds damage to spells, that's not minions also.
I-
Some minions, but generally, yeah.
Alright, Jesse.
So if you hover over your skill gem in your inventory, you'll see that it has various keywords on it. For example, if I hover over volley, it has support and projectile.
And your zombie has spell in it.
I see. So it says spell, so
So it might apply.
alright.
By the way, you cannot do wield scepters and wands. You can do 2 scepters, or 2 wands, but not. 2
I didn't realize you could do 2 scepters. I thought scepters were one-ofs.
Okay.
I think most people use them with a shield.
Actually, the only
for,
problem. The only problem about that is they're not linked. That's fine. Actually, I don't have to have the minion.
Area.
I don't have to have the minion thing in it for it to get the effect.
Item quantity 15%.
Does anybody want an opportunity for shinies?
Yes, I like shinies.
Gold. Glittering gold and precious jewels. Paid for in others' blood.
Oh, gosh darn it. Okay. I was rearranging. Alright, I'm here.
So, in my experience, you don't want to like try to completely clean out these vault areas. The base enemies don't seem to have very good drops, but oh, I can be wrong though. That's a chaos orb.
It had to prove you wrong, even though you were right.
Yeah.
I must have time
The reason you go into these is for the vault vessel at the end. Because it always drops a Vol skill. In this case, Spark.
That just sounds like this chart. Or at least to the description.
It's not the best Vol skill, unfortunately. But yeah, if you can find a Vol skill that's actually relevant to your build,
So,
it's pretty great because they function like the normal skills of their kind, but they also have a second function where after you get enough kills, you can use a souped up variant of the ability.
so
For example, I've been running around with a Vault Clarity, which is normally just a passive mana regen for everybody. But once we get enough kills, I can toggle it to just turn off mana cost for a bit.
So okay, I think my brain's be able to start seeing their health. It only shows their health pool once they're hit. Okay.
Easy enough for the solution. Just hit everything. All the time, forever.
And I will be honest, our visibility is not currently the greatest with the Toxic Garden, but it should be fixed, I think, this level or next level. I just hit 28.
There's another all flame.
I believe 29 is the level where things get spicy. A lot of
Things start
gymlings.
exploding.
That's a corpse, so we click that.
Right. And we kind of need to keep going because we haven't found a waypoint yet. Okay, I am playing with the... Ow, and I had good modifiers too.
Sorry, I accidentally clicked.
Well, the new modifiers aren't anything special, so let's keep going.
These Herald of Purity actually look pretty cool. Get on fire, boys.
This game has some pretty abilities. Also
Yeah.
has some abilities that just make you unable to see what's going on.
I'm looking.
And you haven't even seen the end of it. There's a reason why there's a bit of a joke of the microtransactions being paid to lose.
I found the way further into the tower.
Oh. I think I hit a level requirement with my gems.
Yeah, it looks like they leveled up themselves, but you are not high enough in something to take it.
I feel like I'm actually carrying my own weight. This is nice.
Yeah, some builds are pretty rough for early on before you get the most basic stuff.
Hey, someone got alchemy.
I think that might have been me. I'll give it to someone else. Perfect.
Oh.
There seem to be over here.
There's an orb of change right here. No orb of transmutation.
Are you not able to grab it?
Oh, am I grabbing? Oh, now I can grab the orb of chance. What am I trying to grab?
Ethan, you need to head to your west. Where there are stairs.
Do you have like rapid shooting cannons? What am I seeing?
Yeah. I summon turrets. Right now, they just shoot into the air and bombard the entire area with horrible fire. Well, horrible poison.
This way, Ethan.
What? Oh, I see. You're going to fetch Ethan. Makes sense.
Okay, where am I going?
The wrong
Oh my word! It's just more and more enemies.
This way. Yeah, that's generally how it goes. If you want a bigger map, you can press tab. But
I do recommend at least occasionally flicking tab to get a general idea of the situation.
Yeah, it might be a good idea. But hey, at least I got some XP.
and up, you're both going the wrong way.
Oh.
What?
There's no point in exploring this floor further. I've murdered everything.
To fathom the will.
The murder has been done.
I see. Up the stairs. Actually, it's also a lot easier if I just don't have that mini map open too.
I see you have yours with the like terrain very large.
That's probably what's
Like, very
happening.
bright.
Probably what's hurting my brain trying to like.
Yeah,
break out.
yeah.
Did you reset your settings or something?
The default mini map is just really painful to have overlapping the meat of the screen. At least in my opinion.
The light sketcher appearance should probably be higher, right?
You want that lower
I want that lower. Okay.
if you're gonna have it full.
Anyways, stairs.
Oh, I see stairs.
Yeah, I prefer to have it so that the background itself is just gone and the outline and even the outlines are pretty faint.
I have the background very faint as just more of.
How
like,
zoomed do you guys have your map?
Not very.
I think it's as zoomed out as it gets.
For you, it's as zoomed out as you get.
Let me check mine.
Oh,
I didn't know that you could zoom the minimap in and out.
Yeah, mine zoomed out all the way.
okay.
What button allows you to zoom it out?
Oh,
Up and down on the keypad.
that's a lot better.
Plus or minus.
That is a lot better.
Ethan, we are going through the stairs.
So,
Aha!
all right, Ethan, go ahead and hit the Dark Archer. Nothing bad's going to happen.
Okay.
Congratulations, this is the final boss from 2012 from what I was reading. Back in the alpha of this. This used to be the latest tech.
Oh yeah, I mean in the alpha, them only having it through Act 2 makes enough sense.
That was like 2013. I feel like I might have played that. I don't know.
Get them, boys.
Air away.
An unset ring. That looks fun.
Yeah, I actually recognize that one from the image. Its gimmick is that, at least if I recall correctly, depending on if the skill that you socket in it is red, blue, or green, it grants different resistances. I think.
Well, if anyone can find use
Yep,
out of that,
that's the one.
enjoy.
And the Socket of Jill has elemental equilibrium, so it's great for forcefully applying some form of exposure with an off skill.
Man, my brain feels so relaxed now that we zoomed out the UI. So if you go out, there's a waypoint, and after that, we could make ourselves to the Act 2 town. I went to the forest camp in Act 2.
Oh yeah, and then there'll be people to talk to you, and
And then we go through.
I do appreciate that. For the most part, they're like, well, at least you fixed what you broke.
Yes, I've swapped from throwing fireballs to
Raining
some
fireballs.
brands of bigger fireballs.
All right.
Humanity. Fare you well.
Also, I think this might be the level where you're able to use your main skill too. The like proper. Instead of bringing a very.
I'm
think we...
currently level 28.98, and I believe 29 is the magic number.
Ah.
I'm actually going to commit just a smidgen more murder to push
All right,
it over
I'm
the
going to
lip.
get Eucharist and reading ready. I'll be right back.
All right.
All right, hey, Ethan. Do you want to keep going? You said after the next area.
Yeah, how do we...
There was a waypoint right outside of that area. You can also just summon a town.
But it'd be better to go grab the waypoint if you missed it.
Yeah.
I think I might have gotten the way. I have no idea. Just-
So hit Act 2 in the top middle.
Just the first.
And maybe I should just play build with our brand next season. Just meteors.
Oh.
Justin Houston, you guys ready?
Oh, are you?
Oh, looks like Yep. I missed what you said because I guess I turned down my headset when I walked away. Hey Ethan, did they say they're ready or not? I didn't hear them.
Sorry. Yep,
I didn't hear
I'm here.
anything.
Yeah.
Weren't paying attention. The heck is going on?
Technical pass.
Test. There we go. All right. With all reason, I should hear you guys just fine.
Can you know?
I can now. There we go. All right. All right. So David, you ready?
Yep.
Justin, you ready?
Yep.
All right. Let's do this. Ethan, you ready?
Indeed, I.
You don't mind praying and then reading the scripture?
Yeah, I can do that.
Sweet.
Lord, thank you for this time that you've given us. We meet up again. Learn.
The microphone's not picking you up. Now it is because you're talking louder, but I wasn't there at first.
Here, let me. Now it should pick me up. Maybe.
Yep, you're good. Yep.
Okay. Lord, thank you for this time that you've given us this week to be able to meet up again and read your scripture and just be able to learn that which you intend for us to learn. Amen. Matthew 23, verses 34 through 39. Because of all this, Jesus concluded, I'm sending you prophets, wise and learned people. Some of them you kill and crucify. Some of them you will whip in your synagogues. You'll chase them from town to town. That's how all the righteous blood that's been shed on earth, from the blood of righteous Abel, the blood of Zechariah, son of Marachiah. You murdered him between sanctuary and altar. All that blood come upon you. I'm telling you the solemn truth. It will all come on this generation. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, killing the prophets and stoning those who are sent to you. How often have I longed to gather up your children the way a hen gathers up her brood under her wings, and you didn't want me to. Now see here, your house has been abandoned by God. It's a ruin. Yes, I tell you, you won't see me again from now on until you say, Welcome in the name of the Lord.
So wait, who is Jesus talking to?
My guess is this is most likely the Pharisees. I think the previous passage was talking about how they identified with the ancestors
Oh, it's the
who
scribes.
ended up killing the prophets.
The scribes and Pharisees. So the leaders. It's the Jewish leaders. How does that work? How all the previous prophet blood will be on this generation. Any guesses? Or if you know, I'm glad to hear it. Or thoughts? You know, seeing this passage, it makes me think of how. Oh, now your microphone's way too sensitive. But
Oh, here, let me change that.
thank you. So now, like seeing that makes me think of how Yahweh will visit the iniquities on the children to the third and fourth generation, but then blessings to the 1,000th generation, which is it's weirdly like written not to be taken literally, and there's a lot of misunderstanding around it, because the leaders are acting like their ancestors. They are making their own free choices on rebelling against Jesus. But yet judgment is falling upon them for their decision. Because some of these people in there have decided to see Jesus as King Jesus. And so this retribution does not come on them. But for the ones who do reject, they're following the patterns of their ancestor. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking as well, given context of the previous passage. How it's talking, basically saying that in a way they're the sons of his prophets. And it's like, because of the ancestors' actions, they're going to be suffering consequences. So it's kind of our grandparents' decisions, whatever they decide, make those decisions.
I don't know about you guys, but is he coming in and out for you?
It might be that. I have it set.
David, Justin, were you guys able to understand what he was saying?
Not very well.
Okay.
I gotta find that sweet spot. Voice picks up, just doesn't.
It's also how close you're like leaning into it. Also, you probably are.
Oh,
missing
it
a
is
little
like
bit.
right at the corner of my mouth. So I was saying that his thoughts are pretty much what I'm thinking as well, that just because of the context of that previous passage, I think it's because they're kind of identifying these people who killed the prophets as their ancestors.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, they're going to be taking, like, the consequences of what their ancestors did. So, basically, the blood of the prophets is now on them. It's kind of like our grandparents' political decisions. Like, we didn't make them, they did, but we have to then live with the consequences.
But can we also say it's a next step that you're influenced by your grandparents' political decisions, and let's say your grandparents are xenophobic, and they heavily influence you to be xenophobic. You know what xenophobic means, right?
I think it's like just that whole thing. It's the mindset of your forefathers will influence your mindset as well. So their political decisions as well, like electing leaders that they see as good, would then also have consequences on top of that. So it's like basically the snowballing of things that will then influence your life. And in this context, it would be bad influences.
Yeah, it's like it's that weird truth where things of the past you have to deal like has to be addressed. But then also we can always add to the issue. I think of King David. Have we talked about this before? So Justin, do you remember who King David is? I think we explained him.
I think you mentioned it at some point before. Yeah.
Yeah. So David succeeded Saul. Do you remember that? So David succeeded King Saul. There was King Saul and then there's King David. Now, King Saul, in all of his zeal, and I'm using quotation marks, his zeal for Yahweh, he killed the Gideonites. Because they were not Israelites, and he wickedly, yeah. So, but nothing happened about that during his generation. Obviously, Saul lost the kingdom. Like he was just way down the bad rabbit hole. But it was the next generation that had to deal with, like Yahweh was not, I think it wasn't allowing crops to grow. Like there was definitely cry was blooding from the ground. Something had to be dealt with. And so they would look to Yahweh. And so David's generation was held accountable to do something about the previous generation actions. Does that make sense?
I feel like I might have lost you partway through the ramble. Sorry.
That's okay. Hey, Ethan.
Yeah.
When you're not talking, can you mute your microphone?
Yes, I can.
Thank you. So, there is King Saul, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then after King Saul was King David.
Right.
King Saul killed the Gideonites. He thought he was doing righteousness, but he just evilly just pretty much tried to commit genocide. And so then it was during David's rule, King David's rule, where like crops were not flourishing. And it seemed like the hand of Yahweh was against them. And so King David and the rulers went out to like the priests and go, what is going on? And Yahweh revealed like there is blood crying from the land. So when innocent blood is spilt, it cries. It's a common motif. So you get that. So when Saul was ruling, he unjustly killed the Gideonites. And their blood was crying from the ground. And so then a couple years later, when David was ruling, they had to do something about it. And so I think when we read this here, when Jesus is talking about these current leaders, they have to deal with the constant practice of killing the prophets. We're talking about now reading Jesus' time, which is way after David. And so then really my point is that the Bible is working out the weird, the ugliness of having to deal with past injustices and the current people's ideologies, how they are also influenced by past injustices. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Any thoughts, David? It felt weird
Afraid
saying.
not.
It felt weird talking about King David with a David in the call. How about you, Ethan? Any thoughts?
I think we covered it pretty well. At least that portion.
Cool. All right. Well, I feel like after saying David so many times, we should have David lead the commentary reading.
If I must. Okay.
and Justin, you don't mind going after David?
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Okay. And I'll just go after you. And then if there's anything left, then I'll just request Ethan, you take over, okay?
Sounds good to me.
All right, whenever you're ready, David.
For many city dwellers, myself included, life on a farm can appear idyllic. Memories of brief visits to farming relatives when I was a child, combined with the view of peaceful rural life seen from a car or a train. Living in close touch with the land, with seed time and harvest, with animals. This seems just what we want as an antidote to the concrete jungle, the frantic pace of life, the industrial pollution that is a daily reality for most of us. But any farm dweller will tell you that the reality is very different. Farming means relentless hard work under difficult conditions. And there are just as many dangers and hazards on a farm as in a town. Fire on a farm, in particular, is a nightmare. The smell of burning flesh is sickening. Animals themselves have a deep instinctive sense of danger and fear. And there are many farmyards today where dogs and cats, geese and chickens, and other smaller domestic animals are suffering traumas and don't know why. One of Jesus' most vivid illustrations concerns the hen and the chickens caught in a farmyard fire. Throughout the animal world, of course, the behavior of mothers whose young are threatened is remarkable. But in this case, there's a especially interesting phenomenon. There have been recorded instances of a mother hen, faced with a fire, collecting her young children under her wings to keep them safe. Sometimes she is successful. When the fire has done its worst and died down, you may find a dead hen with live chicks underneath its wings. Now imagine Jesus as the hen, and his fellow Jews, not least the inhabitants of Jerusalem, as the chickens. What is Jesus saying he wanted to do?
To answer that, you have to understand the dark and threatening paragraph that comes before the final one. Jesus sees a buildup of guilt, the guilt of Israel, rejecting prophet after prophet, and stoning the people God has sent to warn them of danger. This, of course, similar to what happens in the parables of the wicked tenant farmers and the wedding banquet. Behind this, though, there is also the guilt of the whole human race. Jesus traces the line of blood guilt back to the killing of Abel, first victim of murder, killed by his brother Cain. Genesis 4. What can he mean? How can all this come upon one generation? What does he propose to do about it? The answer takes us not into more denunciations, but deep into the heart of Jesus' own vocation and Matthew's biblical understanding of how it worked. The key to it all is the way in which, within biblical theology, Israel was called to represent the rest of the world before God. Israel, said God to Moses at Sinai, was to be a nation of priests, God's special people out of all the nations. This was not for its own sake. Israel was to be God's special people in order to be the light of the nation. But if the world remained rebellious and wicked, as it showed every side of doing, what would this vocation then mean? Isaiah, once more, came to the stunning and prophetic vision that Israel, person of the servant of the Lord, would bear in his own person the guilt and sin of everyone else. The darkness of the whole world would descend upon Israel itself, so that it may be dealt with, and the world might, after all, have light.
Jesus himself and the gospel writers, as they reflected on his achievement, saw this picture coming to fulfillment in himself. His vocation was to draw onto himself the destiny of Israel, which in turn was to be the focal point of the whole world. The fact that many, including many Christians, never learned to think like this is a measure of how far we have moved away from truly biblical worldview. The world had provoked its creator, worshipping idols, behaving in destructive and self-destructive patterns. Israel, called to bring God's light to the world, had instead copied the world. The whole human race had played with fire, and the fire was now raging out of control. Jesus, as the mother hen, longed to gather the chickens under his wings, to take the full force of the fire onto himself and rescue the chickens from it. But they refused, and the fire, now blazing merrily, would rage on until a generation that had seen the Emmanuel and had rejected his offer of rescue had been consumed by its flames. It's not a way of saying, as the early church quickly came to say, that Jesus' own death did in fact save people from the ultimate consequences of their own choices. That will come later. This is a statement of what Jesus had longed to do, and of the consequence of Israel's refusing to allow him to do it. In particular, the weight of judgment will fall on the temple. Your house has been abandoned and made passage in the Old Testament. The living God, who had promised to live in the temple in Jerusalem, warns that persistent sin among his people will result in the withdrawal of his presence, leaving the temple desolate, defenseless against enemy attack. That is what Jesus is now predicting, and the next chapter in the book will show what this will mean. The final... Oh, go ahead, Ethan.
The final sorrowful saying makes it clear that the messianic blessings that Jesus longed to bring to Israel can only be received by those who welcome him in faith. Blessed is the one who comes, is, to this day, the regular Hebrew way of saying welcome. The point is then that the only way to profit from what Jesus is about to do is to speak with true understanding the words which this Palm Sunday crowd sang, albeit with a shallow view of messiahship. The saying haunts all subsequent telling of Jesus' story. Are we, the readers or hearers, really welcoming the true Jesus, the one who denounces evil and then takes it upon himself in the final great act of love? Or do we prefer, like the crowds a few days before, to welcome the Jesus who happens to fit the imaginings and agendas that we have worked out for ourselves?
Wow, he said a lot more and a lot deeper than I was thinking. What stood out to you guys?
Um. hmm. I'm sorry, I don't have much.
Oh, it's cool. I actually, what he talks about, it is such a concept that is hard to grasp because we just don't think this way. And I was hoping to pull out paint so it could help. understand. So the world, right, is, say this is the world. Whoop. I actually, better yet, let's do this. Say, yeah, this is the world. They're all bad. Just use an outer. Right? Evil. Watch the news. Evil, evil, evil. So then here comes Jesus. Yahweh. We're only talking First Testament, okay? So Old Testament. So pause. Make sure everyone understands what I'm saying. This is the world. And then the world is bad, right? From Adam and Eve rebelled. Generations after that have chosen to do evil, not good. Make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So then Yahweh calls one people group to be a light. I'm going to try drawing a light bulb, but it's going to look like some cracked out mushroom. A light bulb. And then you will be the light to the world, to the nations, hoping that him choosing them will also make this all light. But what did the Israelites actually do?
Well, they get turned away. They get. Well, they did their own thing. Worshipped idols.
Yep.
Adopted the practices of their neighbors.
Yeah.
And just failed to be a light.
Yeah. So instead of them influencing the world and calling the world to light, the world's wickedness got all mucked over on them. So there's no difference. Like the wickedness of the world is the same wickednesses as Israelites. And so here comes Jesus saying, actually, so you're wicked and all this evil, including Israel, all the blood of the prophets you have spilled, needs to have an answer to deal with. And actually, I'm going to be that Israelite. Like, it falls on this generation, and I will be the Israelite who actually sucks up all the evil. So then the world can once again be filled with light. And so this is now where Jesus' goodness now touches, and I think I'll just use a white marker. Actually use pink. So Jesus' pink, beautiful unicornness. Why is that not turning pink? Oh, there we go. So do lavender. That's funny. Huh. Like this does not like pink. We'll do blue.
You had it on the right. You had it on the
I was-
right, not the left click.
I was gonna say, were you subscribed to Paint Plus? Get more color options.
So now, all the previous generations evil that Israel was supposed to lead the nations towards righteousness, like to be a blessing to the nation, and now gets sucked up into Jesus. And he becomes the answer. He takes in the evil and all the blood of the prophets. What's crazy is this Jesus generation, it's like in condemning him as, so the leaders the Israelite leaders, they put Jesus, they like literally convict him for him calling himself the leader. But by them putting a charge on it, they thusly are saying he is their leader. Does that make sense?
I'm sorry, I stepped away for 4 moments in order to start getting the um get, get the juice ready, and I missed that. I'm sorry.
So you got the whole part of representative, right?
Yes.
Okay, and you got where Israel failed on being the blessing to the nation, right?
Yes.
Because of their failure, then Jesus becomes the true Israelite who becomes a blessing to the nation. You get that part?
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And what's also crazy is it's like a classic, Shakespeare or Greek, fate, or all these evil people trying to kill him by saying, they say he's the Messiah, that he is the representative. That's what they get him hanged for, right? They get him hanged for him saying he's king. He is the representative. It's like, you know how we play war games, right? Like Helldivers 2.
Mm-hmm.
You know how you could raise your flag? Like in any war,
I mean, I'm not actually part of.
In any war game, you have a bannerman. Like, not technically Helldivers 2, but you have a bannerman in war, right?
Yeah.
Right, Justin? So in any war, you have a bannerman. Like, where like the banner rallies around.
Sure. Yeah.
So here, Jesus is the Israelite banner. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So all the leaders of Israel they get Jesus hanged for being the banner. So that's a flag now on the cross, if you can tell.
Yes.
But so they by trying to stop Jesus, they then fall on their sword. It's like they trip up. They don't want Jesus to be the leader, to be the light to the nation that he says he is. But by them trying to prevent him, they make him the leader, make him the light of the nation. Because then he takes in, by him being on the cross dying, he takes in all the world's evils onto his self. He just sucks it up. So then his light, so say it's a pink banner. So now his light then also, shoe fly. So his light now starts making the world light. This is like a weird thing that I have been learning. Is like thinking as more as Jesus as Israel's representative. Like, so Jesus is Israel's representative, but he's also the world's representative. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Justin, is this making sense?
A bit, yeah.
Okay. Like another way. So he is. Can I just explain one more thing before we take communion? Is that okay? Work for you, Ethan. I know you're on the. I don't want. Justin, David, are you guys cool if I explain one more thing?
Sure.
Go nuts.
Okay. So by here he is Israel's representative. Like in the books, like they'll say he's the greater Moses, he's the greater Joshua. So like Jewish leaders who are really cool, they're saying Jesus is the greater banner, the greater representative. Now then, another writer will say he is not just Israel's banner, he is the world's banner. So as Adam rebelled, which Adam means humanity in Hebrew. So you guys know the story of Adam and Eve, right? My brain is not. Justin, you know the story of Adam and Eve?
I believe so.
So it's like, my gosh, why is my brain not working right now? So yeah, I do that. So because Adam and Eve, his name's humanity, is showing that humanity. So Adam is humanity's representative for falling because they have decided to eat from the knowledge of good and bad. Take wisdom for the self. So humanity said, F you, God, we're going to do what we want. Does that make sense? In the story, you guys know that part, right? So I want to make sure you guys know that part. You know that? Do you know that part, Justin?
Yeah.
Okay. So just as Adam is, he is humanity's. My brain, I don't know why it does not want to know how to spell humanity. Right, that's how you spell humanity. Okay. For some reason, my brain was getting. So then another writer will say, call Jesus the banner, the second Adam. So old Adam is a representative of, wickedness, the age of sin and death. So now here Jesus is the representation of the age of life. Adam. So, and it's just seeing more representative. So Adam represents the old humanity. Jesus represents the age of life, where our goal is to be a blessing to humanity. Our goal is to. Oh, I see. This is left and right click. I get it now. Okay. All right. So now we are through the banner of King Jesus, the second Adam, the second humanity. The world gets blessed by good works. Like we are now being a blessing to the nation by looking to banner Jesus, who I don't know what you guys said. Does that look like a cheese slice on that banner? But yes.
It's a little.
Does that make sense? It's seeing more representative. And so here, when I'm reading this all goes back to here. When I read this, Jesus is saying, yes, all previous wickedness will be on this generation. And guess what? The fire's coming, and I'm going to be the hen that takes up, the mother hen that takes up the burning of all the evil falling on this generation.
But only for those who are willing to actually take shelter under his wings.
Yes. Yeah, because if you don't take shelter on his wings, you're choosing to be part of finding good and bad on your own, being part of the first Adam. If the first Adam is your representative of defying good and evil on your own. Yeah, thanks for letting me explain representative, because that's just what I have been learning lately. Is the coolest. It's a mind breaker, especially us Western individuals. We think individually. We think spirituality is it easily becomes a private thing. But in the ancient world, it's such a it is a private thing, but you also got to think as large groups, because when you think representative, you're thinking in large groups now. It's like when someone says Americans and Britons, like they're talking in large groups. Is that? Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. I talked a lot. Is there anything else that stood out to you guys before we go into communion? Ethan?
I think we covered it pretty well.
Sweet. David?
Hey, yeah, sorry, just don't have much to contribute this time.
No, that's cool. And Justin, any thoughts?
Nope.
Cool. All right. Let's communion up. And yeah, I'll pray into the Eucharist this time. You go use the restroom really quick? All right, we got to wait for Ethan to go into the restroom really quick. So while we wait for Ethan, when he bounces, is there any games that you guys would like to play together? Like, would you guys like to continue our For the King run, or are you guys looking at calling it after this?
Probably gonna head to bed after this.
How about you, Justin? After this, would you like to do something together, or are you gonna call it? Oh. It looks like we've lost Justin. All right. I guess while we wait for Ethan and Justin's gone, have you figured out details about those dates coming in?
Not yet, no.
Okay. So, are you most likely going to come in like, well, how are you feeling though? Are you going to feel like you're going to come in that Friday or that Saturday?
It probably depends on on the price as well. On the train ride.
Okay.
Because
I know one of those days we're hoping. I think there's a roller coaster park that we're hoping to go to.
that sounds fun.
Yeah, and so there's might be a butterfly sanctuary you go to. Looks like there's a lot in that area, Robbins. So it's, if you can be in either Saturday morning, or maybe we could figure out something where you're in Friday nights, just so that we can have a full. I just want as much time with you as possible. That's really it.
Mhm.
right. Let's break the bread. You want me to break it? Oh yeah. That's a good, nice baked oily bread. We'll see. There is a crunch, but it's definitely in the microphone will pick that up. All right. I'll pray while holding the holy loaf. Or the glory loaf, because kavod in Hebrew just means weight. And this is actually a very heavy piece of dough. Like that is a kavod piece of bread. Hmm. Yeah. All right, I'm going to pray. Jesus, you're amazing. Thank you for your steadfast love. Thank you, King Jesus, that you are the King who, when we declare allegiance to you, when we say that you are our representative, that what you have done, sucking up the world's evils and placing it onto yourself, we look to you and we know that our evils are placed upon you, past, present, and future, because you're the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. And we know that as you resurrected, and death could not hold you down, so we know that death will not hold us down. And then we'll be able to be part of a life, however that looks. I, for one, lean when I see a redeemed heavens and earth like your body. People were able to recognize you. So I imagine people will recognize Earth, but it's going to be so vastly different. You will take this crooked Earth and make it straight. And I'm excited for an Earth ruling, where we're all looking at you as our wisdom, loving our neighbor, cultivating, serving, embodying you, each one of us. I can't imagine a more echelon society, an echelon life. A time where you are the original ark and you conduits. You share your glory. And so then your glory is this conduit among us. Like that, it's a mind-blowing concepts. It's so mind-blowing, it doesn't even sound real. But yet it's so good. And we know it's real because you have given so many testimony of just you being real in life. And we thank you. So as we take this bread, this juice, and we just remember your sacrifice to make that happen. And we thank you, King Jesus, that you took all the killing and all the evil onto your flesh again. As we take this to remember again. Amen. Ooh. It breaks really nice. Mm. As usual, the crust is quite delicious. What? Hmm. 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 I've learned where Eric gets his bread flour at the actual chef store. The chef store. But also you get it for bulk for really cheap. Same with lemons. Like I got a huge bag of lemons for only $4 for Memorial Day. So I went there looking at like the prices of their chips and soda for like a Memorial Day like barbecue at his house. Do not go there for chips and soda. But do go there for lemons, ice cream, and bread flour. Things are truly bulk. You can't do like it's like you can't do too much individual consuming shopping. Like in the like small amounts. You really have to do like as if you were actually baking or something. Their produce is really good. There you go. You tell me how exploring their beans options. Well, thanks again, David, Justin, Ethan, for another great Friday together. This is always a delight. I always wish there's more time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but suppose is what we've got.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good night.
Good night, David.
Good night.
Yep. Yeah, I think the Steel Series microphone is like obviously no problem when you're by yourself, but in the multiple setting, maybe I think I have more of the stickers for the other microphone. Maybe you could just attach that microphone on, and we could try that out. Seemed like you like the wireless microphone. Okay. No, it's definitely. We'll start doing that. At least not the Steel Series microphone because that microphone. Yeah, it's feedback, and it's like you're either too perfect or not. You know. You there, Justin?
Yeah.
Would you like to game on something?
What do you have in mind?
Actually, let me go wash my hands and I'll think about it. I made a mistake. I don't want to touch my headphones with my greasy hands, but my headphones are attached to my head and there's a line. They're not wireless. Huh?
Mistakes were made.
I know. No. How about you wash your hands? You can just take the headphones off me. I know you are not feeling Cuphead, Justin, but how would you like to try out that one rogue game? Oh, thank you. I'll be right back. It's the one with
Be free,
the,
my friend.
the paddle and ships.
You have been freed.
Thank you.
Paddle and chips.
All right. Oh, you turn off your computer. I'll say you want to play some Tetris or Discord golf while waiting for him. Oh, he's turning on his
Discord
computer.
golf.
All right, we'll do some. So Ethan's waiting for his brother to pick him up. So we'll do some light-hearted games.
So I get to watch Ethan beat you at Tetris then?
Just rewash it. All right. Gosh, what's that thing called?
He's gone.
But here we are. There's the Tetris. Are you cool? I was thinking all three of us could. I mean, I'll let you pick Tetris or Discord game. You pick. So
Who
if
are you talking to?
Oh, Ethan. I'm talking to Ethan. He is here. His microphone's muted. Are you going to use that? All right, let me. 1 second. Let me actually quickly do this. This. All right. And boom, we can hear you.
Boom shakalaka.
So if you look here, we on direct messages, we have one between you, me, and Justin. That one. There you go. All right, and then sent the invite link there, and then we'll join now.
Oh, I'm here to watch this time.
Oh, I guess Justin's just here to watch. It is multiplayer though. So hit custom game. Private. And then there's an invite. Click on the very top middle. Top middle, up more. There you go. Click it. There you go. You have a link to it, and then you just right click, go back to Discord, and just paste it into there. Right click, paste it in the chat. Go back. Paste it. There you go. Hit enter. Oh, me. Put my password.
Direction head, right? Arrow keys.
It's that's how I have it. Yep. There's arrow keys. You can actually set it if you make an account. You can set it yourself. What you want it to be. Why don't you join, Justin? Oh. Silly me.
We doing it again, or?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. I'm game. I enjoy this.
I have like no.
You gotta talk like directly into the microphone.
I have no Tetris skills.
Huh. Fine, none of us do.
What in the world? How are you doing that? Like adding extra spaces on mine.
If you do either combo taken out, or if you do like big like fours, like
I have
Tetris.
no idea what any of that means.
So if you do 4 in a row, right? That's called Tetris. Or if you do combo,
okay.
so like you keep getting each
One after another.
one after another, yeah.
Also, I think if you press space, it instantly drops it, Ethan.
Yeah, spaces
be
the instant
spicy.
drop it. And that's what I get my piece in, that's what I press. Oh, that works. Okay.
Nope. On 4. Eventually I'll get it.
I make this full screen. See. Here we go. Oh, wrong button. Oh. Sometimes I hit spacebar the turn and it just makes me all mess up. Oh gosh, I'm gonna lose this. I made lots of mistakes. Yep, I'm gonna lose this.
Nope, you're gonna win.
Oh. There's a moment I hit spacebar when to turn, and I placed it,
no.
and I like cut myself off in the middle line. I was like, oh no. I'm starting to really sweat now.
Most likely be the last.
I didn't hear a word he said.
This might be the last one. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Ah. Find out where David's at.
You got a Prime commercial.
Got time for one? We got time for one more. Let's do it.
Do it.
You ready to win like you've never won before?
So much. I'm so ready. Oh, really? What a fighter. Just excited? Yeah. After sweets. Love you.
Did I hear Alexa?
Well, last bit, dude, things really start speeding up. But you're...
Yeah. Man. 0 out of 6. Let's go.
Now that'll be your new hyper focus. You'll be doing a full week training montage. Just to
Who
beat
knows?
us.
If he gets good enough at Tetris, he might even go for that those old championship ships so that with the prize pools.
I will beat you. Maybe not today, or tomorrow, or next week, or next month, or next year, or next decade, but I will beat you. Hopefully.
When I get back to Thailand, you're just like,
I challenge you.
like, wait, what? And I just forget
And he
about
would
it.
have he would have
A
been
challenger approaches.
the world record holder for it. Is that right?
I have trained for this day. It is the day of your reckoning.
He beats me, and I will be glad.
I shall rejoice in it.
That was fun. I'm a little sad Justin didn't join us. Imagine he's preoccupied and saying he was watching us because he wasn't really watching us.
No, I saw you beat him like multiple times.
Oh,
I believe in Ethan.
there's other times where it's like, you're like, what? And I was like, oh, he's not even here.
I can also go what
That's true.
while still being here.
I'll be right back. Ethan's leaving. I'm going to say goodbye.
I can still be here and not realize what's going on.
It's true. But, all right, so I'll be right back. Ethan's leaving. I want to say goodbye.
All right. have a lot of